I have received a lot of messages from patients saying that they were not offered direct-to-implant reconstruction and they want to know why. So let's talk about some of the reasons why you might not be offered direct-to-implant reconstruction. First off, if this is something that you're interested in and your plastic surgeon doesn't bring it up, ask them why. But here are some considerations why you might not be a candidate or why it just might not be a good idea for you. The first thing to think about is cancer characteristics. If the cancer is too big or too close to the skin and your surgeons are worried about the health of the skin that's left behind after the tumor is removed, it might not be a good implant for direct implant because that implant puts a lot of strain and stress on the skin if it's placed at the time of the mastectomy. The second thing to think about is what are your goals for size? If you want to be about the same size you are now and you're having a nipple-sparing mastectomy, direct implant could be a good option because all the skin is left behind. But if you need a skin-sparing mastectomy either for your breast size or for cancer reasons, and you want to be the same size you are now, direct implant might not be a good option. The reason for this is that when the skin is removed as part of the mastectomy, as you can imagine, there's just less skin to cover an implant. So it would have to use a smaller implant than your breasts are now. You'd have to downsize. So it could be a great option if you want to downsize, if you need or choose a skin-sparing mastectomy. Some plastic surgeons just aren't comfortable doing direct-to-implant. Maybe it wasn't something that they were trained in or feel comfortable doing. Some breast surgeons might not be great for doing a direct-to-implant with if they don't leave behind well-perfused mastectomy flaps. I'm lucky enough that I work with great breast surgeons and can do direct-to-implant quite frequently, but I know that this is not always the case for some plastic surgeons. Other things to think about might be your need for postoperative radiation and what the usual treatment flow is at the place where you're getting treated. Do they prefer to radiate tissue expanders versus implants? Doing direct-to-implant is nice. You wake up with something that resembles breasts, and that can be very emotionally safe and reassuring for some patients as opposed to waking up with tissue expanders or being flat. But we, at the end of the day, need to do what's safe from an oncologic perspective, from a you healing perspective, and ensuring that you can get onto any necessary adjuvant or after mastectomy cancer treatments. I hope that answered your question. Please let me know below if you still have more questions.